I have two children. I have a daughter in 4th grade and a son in 2nd grade.
And I have two children as well. I have two boys. I have a son in 2nd grade and a son in 5th grade.
We have a senior in high school, so she was St. Ed's class of 17. And then we have a sophomore in high school, so Julianne was St. Ed's class of 19. And we have a 6th grade daughter, Allison, so she will be class of 23.
I have two kids at St. Edward's School. I have a 7th grader and a 4th grader.
I have two boys at St. Ed's. One is now graduated on to Hunt High School. The other one is now in 6th grade. And really we moved to the area and we didn't know where we wanted to send our kids to school, but our oldest started preschool here, and ever since we've really loved the community, loved the opportunities that our children have had here.
We were parishioners somewhere else when we started looking at all the open houses when we had going to be kindergartner. And what we loved about St. Ed's was our tour and the vibrancy and how many people were really involved and excited about St. Ed's.
Well, we took a tour when my oldest was going to be in preschool, and my husband and I both wanted to have a Catholic education for our children. And when we took the tour, we remember seeing all the different art and the dioramas and the projects all displayed, and we were really impressed by that alone. And we thought, gosh, we have to get our kids involved just to get engaged, for the academics of the school. And then in addition, there were a lot of other options available, extracurriculars and art.
Yeah, ours was sort of the same reason. We came from a different Catholic school that was small and we knew was not probably going to make it in the long run, but we were trying to see what we could do with that. And then when that didn't go as planned or as we had hoped, I'm so glad that we came here because it was almost like fortuitous. Not that I wanted our other schools closed, but this was like an amazing fit for us because of the academics. It's a well-rounded education. There's a good, student-to-teacher ratio, and the kids get individual attention, but they have the opportunity to do and learn things that make them a well-rounded child, a well-rounded individual, and we've been very happy here.
Absolutely, same with us. We were really happy here.
You get a great education. I mean, that's I think the most important thing there is that you want your kids to get a great education. And I feel that they really do. They're doing really well. Second thing is it comes back to the community, that we really enjoy the community that it brings. And that's for our kids and for ourselves. Usually the third thing comes up is just the extracurriculars. So a lot of those are going by the wayside these days, but our kids get a lot of experience doing just art, music, gym, sports, chess club, after school, electronics clubs, things like that. So there's going to be lots of ways for them to broaden their horizon and really see what they might like to do.
Oldest did everything from play basketball, football, was very into theater, which was one of the joys that we enjoyed as parents, watching him gain confidence as he started off with these little supporting roles and then grew and grew and grew and overcame some fear issues of getting up on stage. And I think for us, we just kind of happened upon St. Ed's, but it's been wonderful.
The academics are very strong and the teachers know their stuff and they keep the kids on task and getting a full day's work out of it. The extracurriculars have also been really good for my kids. They've been in plays, math competitions, chess club, the sports are strong. Like all these things are built into their school day and then their school culture and nights and weekends. There are just so many things. We did not have to go look around and find other ways to get them those arts or those sports or the academic competitions. And the music program. We loved that they could get lessons during the school day. We didn't have to do any extra running around or finding a music teacher.
My husband, he went to Catholic school growing up. I did not. And I think everything that is taught in Catholic schools, morals, the values, the spiritual, learning about your Catholic faith is very important.
Yeah, so it was important to us because we really appreciate this, a lot of the values that come along with that. They go to church weekly, but I think it's taught in the classroom, and it's not necessarily overtly, but just in general with everything that's done. I think it makes for kinder people, more understanding people as they grow up, and I think general is going to make them a more sort of a loving, caring person, which is going to be important, especially these days.
I think that one of the biggest strengths is the community itself, whether it be parent to parent, helping each other out in a pinch, like, hey, I'm running late from work, can you please pick up my child? Or my kids forgot their homework, can you please send me a picture of the page so that we can get it done? That type of day-to-day interaction. But the kids themselves have a great sense of community. They seem to work well as teams. They seem to be friendly. Everybody seems to get along for the most part. No place is perfect, but people are happy. The teachers are supportive. The staff and the faculty are supportive. It just, on every level and every aspect, it seems to work well together.
Yeah, agreed. I think universal goal for all the parents here, is to have their child thrive academically, spiritually and socially. And like Trish said, like all the families know everyone, especially in the classroom, each class, the families know each other, which I think is really a wonderful thing. From my own experience growing up, my family didn't know all the kids in the class. We were in a public school, lots of kids. And here, you get to know and develop those relationships over a course of a time frame while your children are all growing together, and it's a really beautiful thing.
The community here is a group of people who are invested in their kids. The amount of time and effort that I've seen the parents put into this place is amazing, and I think when you get a collective of people all working towards a common goal, it's a good place to be. I think it's a fun community. There's everything, pandemic aside, before pandemic, the amount of events that we have are they're a lot of fun. There's the chili cook-off. Every football game is an event of itself. They're serving burgers, there's music being played. The Big Red Auction is always a really fun event to go to.
Not only do our kids have friends there, but we've made friends with other parents and at the church, and it's very welcoming, friendly, and a lot of fun for everyone as well. So that was sort of I don't know that was a surprise, but I guess we didn't come into it looking for that. But it's been one of the great parts of the school is the community that comes with it.
Julianne has said that Miss Mortimer's reading or English and grammar has really prepared her, that toughness and stuff, and Mrs. Salmon's math class has really prepared her. I like in junior high that they're so used to having different teachers for different subjects, because you definitely have that then for the rest of your life.
For most part, my youngest is very much into science and more math-oriented types of disciplines. He comes home, the things that he does tell us is all these interesting factoids that he learns every day, and I think there's, from what I see, the kids are really engaged with the things that they love about learning. The teachers, supply that to them.
Good, but you can't replace in-person learning.
Right.
I'm not a teacher,
Right.
and I don't want to be a teacher, especially after all this e-learning.
Right.
My kids need teachers that are there for that purpose, and I'm so glad that they're able to come in and have that experience and see their friends in person also, because that's really important socially for them to not be isolated.
Right. And before COVID, we also have the after-school program, the Creative Corner, which is always a huge help for working parents, or really, if you needed to have your child stay after school. And I just remember always feeling so grateful for that, especially when they were younger, and I was always downtown, and they were preschool, first grade, and they were totally happy when I picked them up really late. They were playing there. They had, good people watching them.
It's affordable, it's convenient, and it's flexible, so that if you get stuck in a meeting or something, you can just, make it work. It's another way the community kind of sort of comes together to make it go and make it possible for everybody.
Go Big Red, come to St. Ed's. It's a wonderful opportunity for your kids at St. Ed's. Like I said, from academics to all the extracurriculars, you really can't go wrong here. Your child will blossom here. That's my sales pitch.